Welcome back to Rayman 3.
Andy's here someplace, I just know it. That little guy was starting to grow on me.
Good day. You are entering the headquarters of the Black Lumza. Exterior temperature, minus 61 degrees. Interior temperature, 98.6 degrees and rising.
Wow, that lady's got a lovely voice. I'd sure like to meet her.
My biggest regret here is that I don't speak Fahrenheit, so I have no idea how cold or hot that is outside and inside. Also, I do believe that this woman's voice is one of the more immature kinds of humor in Rayman 3, and to be honest, I don't really like it at all. This is something I just do to show off that you can actually run out of rocket while you are in the air. Yep.
Stay calm, miss. We're on our way. Gosh, this blue Rayman, get a move on.
Okay, now here we are going to get a cage that is one of the very few cages in the entire game that you can actually miss if you don't know that they're there. It's this one. Okay, now this fight I'm going to have a lot more trouble than anyone should ever have with them. I think this is because I employed the masculine tactic of just taking the hits instead of trying to shoot these small things.
Like, hold switches have to be activated to open this door. I'll take the left one.
Yeah, thank you Globox for explaining how to solve a puzzle that a 3-year-old can solve. But before we go to progress, we want to collect some stuff. I think there may have been a way to get that green gem with a power-up, but meh. Also, here camera went completely haywire, and this is the one time when I regretted a little bit not having a controller. Or rather, having a controller, but the fact that Rayman 3 does not support modern controllers. I've tried. Which is strange because I have a very hard time using a controller. I have finally beaten the problem of the brain confusing the two thumbsticks because keyboard and mouse makes you used to the camera control and movement being not only different hands but different movements as well. But now I am stuck with the problem that I cannot press any of the main buttons and move camera at once.
Oh, gaseous glue. Not much of a welcome, is it? Hey, no fair. He's protected by a sorcerer.
Well, that went well.
You are now entering the warehouse. It is here that our elite troops test their weapons with rigor and patience.
Well, my rigor and patience are stronger than yours. Honestly, who cares about enemies when you have things to collect? This is another one of those places where you would think that you would have trouble with depth perception, but in the end you don't for whatever reason. Maybe it's just the game being well designed. Who knows? I hate that farting sound. I really hate it. It's out of place.
Air traffic control has reported that the Leptis is now in view.
Yes, the Hoodlums have air traffic control. Are we absolutely certain that they are the evil force here?
Warning! A moth invasion has been detected in the ventilation system.
You know, it's really impressive that they have built all this in a few hours, with Andre spending most of that time in Globox's stomach.
Would the Incredible Glued please report to the welcome desk? Would the Incredible Glued please report to the welcome desk?
I think we may be the bad guy here. We're eco-terrorists, destroying all technology. And now we can finally take down this goddamn hooded sorcerer.
The visit is about to begin.
Cool, we get to meet the lady. Coming, yes, coming.
Rayman, your friend has fallen into my trap, and soon it will be your turn.
One of the reasons why Rayman Origins and Legends are so damn good is that stylistically they managed to find the middle ground between the fairy tale slash magic atmosphere of Rayman 2 and the original Rayman, and the dumb, immature humor of this game, of Rayman 3. Except the nymph design. The nymph design is just dumb.
Phew.
80%, well, that is disappointing. Good thing I ultimately don't give a damn. You know, this is probably the worst designed room in the game, and once we are done with all these guys, you will see why. Okay, now do you see where to go? Do you see the exit? I mean, the only opening that we can see is this mechanism. Except we cannot jump there. The only other thing that we could have been able to go to was that grate on the left side of the room, which is closed, like we can't go there. Yeah, it's a dead end. This room is a dead end. Of course, this would happen in the one place that I don't remember backwards. So yeah, I'm frantically looking around because I'm thinking that something is glitching out here. That's what I'm thinking at this point. Oh wait, you just have to get real close to this great, awesome level design, Ubisoft, amazing! You've made a really good game, but this you just screwed up. This is just Daikatana or Stalin Subway levels of dumb.
Rayman, over here, quick, untie me! All the blood is rushing to my head. Feels pretty weird. I'm starting to feel more intelligent. Help! Dear player, it might surprise you to learn that yours truly is composed of 816 polygons. Given that the Garden Variety glue only contains 318 polygons, you can plainly see why I'm on the cutting edge of 3D technology.
Fourth wall is non-existent. Also, Rocket's hard. As I said, Rocket's hard.
I have to go. I'm late for my drum solo.
I pity whoever is the neighbor of this guy. There is actually a drummer living right above me, and, well, whenever he tries to rehearse something, it is a massive pain. Thank heaven the guy doesn't do anything at night. Or a girl, I don't actually know if it's a he or she, I haven't seen them ever. Yeah, we are at the point in the game where combat becomes a little bit hectic at times. Which is not a bad thing at all.
Please note that I'm also endowed with 20 deformation bones and 68 animations, resulting in a kind of flexibility that comes in handy during combat and in more intimate situations.
Okay, so they have managed to break the fourth wall and make an immature sex joke. Nice job, guys, nice job. I think you have realized by now that I am not really fond of immature humor. The sad part is that things like this actually happen in armies that are comprised of conscripts. And I'm not shitting you. People try to see whether a helmet can be penetrated by a bullet, and yes, it can.
I have to go laminate my boxer shorts.
Don't ever try to shoot a helmet, because the helmets are only there to protect you from frags from grenades. They're not there to protect anything from bullets. That was a lot of points.
My friends Laura, Snake, Mario, Freeman, or Jack may be jealous of my heavenly body, but my brain is nothing to squeeze at. My neural network consists of some 900 intricately entwined code lines and 21 behavior patterns.
Attention, Hoodlums. Andre, our beloved master, is not pleased. Rayman is still alive. As long as you don't know how to shoot, you will remain locked in the firing range. Now, practice, practice, practice.
Now, the problem with this section is that it becomes faster and faster as you get closer to the end. And past a certain point, your twitch reflexes begin to... they turn into your enemy. Because hitting these portraits gets you further from the end. And it's gonna take me a lot longer than it should. Because of this. Of course, I am afraid to just automatically press space when I see a figure. And in the end, I am too late in the end. Like this. Yeah, this is just sad. God damn it. Finally.
Excellent. You are now ready. Find Rayman and finish him.
Actually, I already have found him.
You have entered into the foundry, the Black Lumza's hot spot.
Okay, this is really damn impressive. And this entire place is just one long platforming section.
That the leftist is about to land on the tower summit.
And yes, we are a bit late because they already have
Due to the
leftist coming.
extreme sensitivity of the god, we kindly ask you not to drink in his presence, and to avoid verifying room temperature.
Wait, and to avoid verifying the room temperature, what? To be honest, I'm not sure I understand that joke. Or if I heard correctly, even. Okay, now, see these yellow drops in the background? They are only there to distract you, and this, another 200 points is completely useless, so I will not even bother collecting them, it's just a waste of time. And I know that all of you completionists are just yelling at the screen right now and are disappointed at me. I'm sorry. These are Rayman 2 textures on the control panel here. And actually an interesting thing is that the early builds of this game, they were done in Rayman 2 engine and in the same style as Rayman 2. So yeah, the game has been massively overhauled during its development. And the key here is don't rush. And now the cage that is actually possible to miss.
Oh, I gotta go return my socks. They're rented.
If your socks are rented, I feel sorry for you, my friend. I feel so sorry for you. Okay, now the most fun secret in the entire game. Yes, it's Rayman 2. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Yes. As I said, don't rush.
Air traffic control has announced that the Leptis is about to land on the tower summit.
I thought he was about to land on the tower summit 5 minutes ago. Also, why do they have air traffic control? Really, if they have developed civil aircrafts and civil aviation, then we definitely are the bad guys here.
I have to go return my mattress.
Okay, so that guy had rented socks, and now we are talking about rented mattresses. Awesome. How broke are they? I like how the game actually manages to mix it up with all the combinations of enemies depending onto each other. And unfortunately there isn't enough time for me to fully charge up my shot. So sad. %66%. You know what? I don't care. But we're almost done with the Hoodlum Headquarters, and I will leave you here. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.